Hello students. Till now we have studied that currents can be induced in a conducting coil whenever the magnetic flux linked with that coil changes. Okay, and there are methods to generate induced EMF and current in which we change magnetic flux by changing magnetic field or area of the coil or orientation of the coil with respect to the magnetic field. So that we have studied earlier. Now the new thing is that currents can be induced not only in conducting coil but also in conducting sheets as well as blocks. So it is not necessary that there should be a coil of some conductor. It can be a sheet or a block where we can induce current by changing magnetic flux linked with that sheet or block. And such type of currents that are induced in conducting sheets or blocks are called eddy currents. So topic that we are studying today is eddy current, and these are the currents that are induced in conducting sheets or block whenever the magnetic flux linked with that metal sheet or block changes. Okay, so the same thing, whenever the magnetic flux linked with a metallic sheet or a block changes, an EMF is induced in it, and because of that induced currents start flowing. Now these currents are in the form of closed paths and in planes perpendicular to the line of force throughout that body of the metal. Okay, so we have to remember that these currents inducing in metallic sheets and blocks are, first thing, these are closed paths, and second thing is these are in planes perpendicular to the lines of force. So these currents induce in planes perpendicular to the lines of force throughout the body of that metal. So these currents actually look like eddies, or sometimes they look like as whirlpools, right? So these can be look like as eddies or whirlpools. That's why they are named after that as eddy currents. Why we call them eddy currents? Because they look like eddies, something like this. Okay, so they look like eddies or whirlpools of water. That's why they are known as eddy currents. Also, these were first discovered by Foucault. These were first discovered by Foucault in 1895. That's why they are also known as Foucault currents. So eddy current or Foucault current is the same thing. These are the currents that are induced in any metallic sheet or block whenever the magnetic flux linked with that sheet or block changes. Then such currents are induced, and these are in the form of eddies or whirlpools of water. That's why they are called eddy current. Since these were first discovered by Foucault, that's why they are also known as Foucault current. So now we are going to define eddy currents. We can define them as the currents induced in solid metallic. Now solid metallic means conducting हो गया. Solid metallic masses. Now this mass can be sheet or block. It depends. It can vary actually. It can be a sheet or it can be a block. Masses when the magnetic flux passing through the body changes. So whenever the magnetic flux passing through that solid metallic body changes, and induced EMF set up there, and currents start flowing on its surface in the form of eddies or whirlpools of water. That's why we call them eddy currents, and they are because of induction. So they are a kind of induced current and are known as eddy currents. Now the direction of eddy currents can be given by using Lenz law. So these currents follow Lenz law. We can give their direction by using Lenz law. One more point is there to note, that these eddy currents try to follow the path of least resistance. As they are a current, they are a form of current, so they try to follow the path that has least resistance inside a conductor. So they form loops, but they are irregular shaped loops. So these eddy currents inside the conductor form irregular loops, although the direction of flowing of this current are not random but follow the Lenz law. So उनका direction fix होगा, and that direction can be given by using Lenz law. But जो path they are taking, right, the path that is taken by the eddy currents, that can be in the shape of irregular loop. It is not necessary that they form circular loop or rectangular loop. They can be from any kind of irregular shape, but it should be loop, closed loop होना चाहिए of any irregular shape. It is possible, but the direction of flow of current remains same, and it is given by Lenz law. So direction fix hai, that is according to the Lenz law, but the shape is not fixed. Shape is in the form of irregular loops, because these eddy currents tend to follow the least resistance path inside a conductor. The reason for this is because these currents tend to follow least resistance path inside a conductor. Okay, so these are eddy currents that we get because of the change in magnetic flux passing through a solid metallic mass. Okay, and these are in the form of eddies and whirlpools. That's why they are known as eddy currents. Now everything has its pros and cons. Similarly, here eddy currents also has some undesirable effect as well as some applications. So we will talk about both one by one. First, moving to the undesirable effect of eddy current. So the undesirable effect of eddy current is that these currents are produced inside the iron cores of rotating electric motors and dynamos, and sometimes in the course of transformers. So for example, if we have a transformer, then inside its core, if it is a block kind of core, these eddy currents will produce because of the change of magnetic flux linked with the core of transformer. And since these eddy currents are produced there, they can cause unnecessary heating and wastage of power. So the most important undesirable effect of these eddy current is that if they produce in some kind of core of a transformer, or rotating armatures of electric motors, dynamos, or something like that, they cause unnecessary heating. And the other thing is, because of them there is wastage of power. Okay, so the two most undesirable effects of eddy current is that also the heat that is produced by these eddy currents can damage the insulation of the coils. So the main undesirable effect is the unnecessary heating and the wastage of power because of these induced currents, eddy currents, and because of this heating they can even damage the coil or the insulations of the coils in which they are flowing. So these are the undesirable effects. Now our main focus is how we can minimize these effects, right? Because we have to use transformer, we have to use motors and dynamos, and this effect is occurring there. So our target is to minimize these effects that we are getting from eddy currents. So to minimize these effects, we want to minimize eddy currents that are flowing in the conducting mass. So we are trying to minimize eddy currents, and for that the main thing that we do is the use of laminated core. By using laminated core we can minimize these eddy currents. Now what do you mean by laminated core? So this laminated core means instead of a single solid mass consist of thin sheets of metal insulated from each other by using a thin layer of varnish. Okay, so instead of a metallic block we are going to use a number of thin sheets that are placed together, and these thin layers are insulated from each other by applying a varnish between them. So means if we have a block like this, so we are not going to take a single conducting mass. Instead of it we are going to use a number of thin layers placed together to form a block kind structure, but in between them there is insulation because of the varnish placed in between these sheets. So the planes of these sheets are placed perpendicular to the direction of the currents, and the insulation between these sheets therefore offers high resistance to the induced EMF, as well as the eddy currents are reduced because of these sheets. So the main reason to minimize eddy current is to avoid these undesirable effects, to avoid heating, to avoid the wastage of power, and this can be done by using laminated core. Instead of a single block, single solid mass, we are going to use thin sheets placed together and insulated from each other by a thin layer of varnish between them, and because of this insulation between them they offer high resistance to the induced EMF. So होगा क्या, because of insulation, the main motive of insulation is to increase resistance. Because of this insulation they show or they offer high resistance to these induced current. So the undesirable effect of eddy currents can be reduced by using laminated core. Now after undesirable, moving to its application. So are the applications of eddy currents. These are induction furnace, electromagnetic damping, electric brakes, speedometer, induction motors, energy meters, inductothermy, and electromagnetic shielding. So that heating effect or wastage of power जो हमें undesirable effect लग रहा था of eddy current, in all these phenomena or devices, that effect of eddy current actually work as an application. In case of inductothermy, these eddy currents are used to heat localized tissues of human body, and this branch is called inductothermy. So that heating effect जो हमें undesirable लग रहा था at the time of transformer or dynamos उनके working में, when we didn't need that current, that heating effect, so at that time it was undesirable, but during all these phenomena or in the process of these devices, eddy currents actually prove helpful, and work as a boon for us. Okay, so these are the applications of eddy currents, and that's all about the eddy current. So eddy current was the currents that are induced in solid metallic masses when magnetic flux passing through the body changes. Their direction can be given by Lenz's law, but the path that they travel is irregular loops because they try to go through from the least resistance path inside the conductor. The undesirable effect because of them is the unnecessary heating and wastage of power, and because of the heat produced, sometimes the instrument may damage because of that heat. That's why that effect is undesirable at some places, but in these phenomena or in these process, it actually proves helpful to us, and these are the applications of those eddy currents. So that's all about the eddy currents. In next video we will be moving to self induction. For that, stay tuned and keep studying. Thank you.